This is my introduction. Who am I? My name is Abdul Azim Khan. I am basically from Warangal. I have been in Malaysia for the last 13 years, and I have been working there in various institutions as a corporate trainer, delivering trainings for software technologies involving Java, J2E, C, C++, MATLAB. So coding basically is my expertise. So after finishing my 12 plus years of experience in Malaysia, I just returned back to India, and I am here now. I am towards research as well. I have published many articles. You can visit my Google Scholar page to know more about me. Okay, right. Now, without further delay, I would like to move forward. Just to inform you who can join this course. Okay, as you can see, almost all students, they can join this course, starting from high school, +2, undergraduates, all streams, postgraduates, all streams, including researchers and also working professionals. You may have a question how we are going to manage all these the students. Actually, we are going to segregate them based on their academic qualification and based on their requirement. Okay, I hope I answered the question here. Right, now, the course which we are going to run for 1 month, actually it is a basic to intermediate course. We'll be discussing fundamentals for the first 10 days. Most of the time we see that when students, they start coding, they have problem in understanding the structure of a programming language, isn't it? And they need to go from the scratch, like what actually the structure of a programming language, because when you shift from C to C++, then to Java, then MATLAB, then when you go on to Python, isn't it? The language structure and language syntax is not the same. So students, especially who are the beginners, they need to familiarize themselves with these coding constructs that are specific to specific languages. So that's the reason I am starting. Basically, I'm starting the whole course from the scratch. So we'll be starting from like the definition of a computer and types of programming languages we have, and Python falls under which category, what are data types, what are variables, what are control structures, right? And what are the syntaxes of those control structures, and what are functions, what are system defined functions, what are user defined functions, then what is a class. As you all know that Python is an object oriented programming language. So if you are starting your coding career at the beginners level, then you need to have a concept of what is a class, what's an object, what is what we call inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, how you're going to implement it in Python programming language. So all these are the fundamentals, and that I'm going to discuss within 10 days. Then after getting a stronghold over fundamentals, we'll move on to pandas. I hope most of you who already have some experience in Python, they may know what pandas are. Pandas actually, basically, they are the libraries that come with your Python. These pandas will help you for data manipulations and for analyzing the data. Then NumPy, as you all know, if you have done some C or C++, there you have math libraries. So NumPy actually is a math library that is available in Python. And last but not least, you have Matplotlib, where you can plot the graphs, pie charts, bar charts, isn't it, and so on, with the help of which you can visualize the data that you have. So these are the topics that I'm going to discuss within this 1 month, and later at the end for 5 days, we'll be having a project, and that you'll be doing it as a group. Okay, so this is the introduction of the course that we are going to deliver for the coming 1 month, right? Now, we do have an extension for this course. As some of you have requested for machine learning, yes, we do have machine learning, then Python for machine learning, for AI, computer vision, then NLP, natural language processing, business intelligence, especially students from commerce background. If or students who have done their MBA finance, they can take this course so that they can learn how to extract data from given financial data sets, and they can come up with good decision making techniques. Then last but not least, we also have a real-time project for this. You will also be awarded with a certificate. Now, as you all know that this is actually, these are lengthy topics. They need some mathematical background. So we do have our colleagues from Malaysia who have done the PhD in mathematics, in mathematical modeling. They will be teaching a mathematical background for these courses that are needed. So as you all know that one man can't deliver all these things. So we have pooled the resources from all over the globe so that we can deliver training which is state of the art, and that can actually help out students so that they, after finishing this course, they can get the dream job that they are looking for. Okay, so this is the extension, and this will be after the basic course, right? I hope I have given a brief introduction about this. Now, what are the prerequisites? What is needed? To be frank, let me put before you in advance. See, please keep in mind that programming is not a story to listen, or neither a phenomenon to describe. It actually needs a logical mind to think, and a computer to practice whatever you have taught, right? So you should have a passion, basically. You should have a passion to solve problems. At the same time, we expect you to love to solve problems also, right? Okay. So now, whom this course is meant for? Whom this course is not meant for? Actually, people who are already working. I don't think we do have people who are already working on Python. So I think I can skip this slide for you. Okay. Now, why Python? Why you need to learn Python? This is. Can you see this screen, all of you? Is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. All right. As you can see, the era in which we are living, isn't it? This is actually, we call it as I 4.0 or Industrial Revolution 4.0. When we see the history, isn't it? With the advent of steam engine, as you can see here, this is a steam engine. This we call it as first industrial revolution. Now, after introducing the steam engine, isn't it? Then we had a second industrial revolution where we had assembly of assembling the cars and assembling the textile. I mean, we moved towards mass production where industries were established and a lot of job opportunities were given with this second and first industrial revolution. So this was around end of 18th century and latter 19th century. Now, when we come to our 20th century, then we have third industrial revolution where we have introduction of electricity, then electronics, and also computing was introduced there. So now the era in which we are living in 21st century, we have this industrial revolution 4.0, which is actually you can see here we have bunch of technologies, and all these technologies actually they require coding skills. Whether you are working on big data, whether you're working on robotics, whether you're working on human-computer interaction, whether you're working on Internet of Things, whether you're working on open source technologies, artificial intelligence, wherever you go, isn't it? So you see here coding lies actually at the crux or at the core. So, and now the question is why you need to learn Python. This is the answer that I have here. So why you need to learn Python? The answer here is Python comes with large sets of libraries, around 290,000, or if we talk in Indian perspective, it is 290,000 libraries we have. And these libraries, they actually deal with automation, data analytics, databases, documentation, GUIs, image processing, machine learning, mobile app, computer networking, scientific computer. So it's now Python actually is a requirement of almost all, starting from high school till researcher. I did my PhD in scientific computing. There I use MATLAB, but the problem with MATLAB is it's not open source. You need to buy the license. So that's the problem we have with proprietary softwares. But when we talk about Python, Python actually is an open source technology. And every day, every now and then, you see a lot of libraries are being embedded to its existing framework, and we see it is rich, and it has become the need of everyone who want to start their career in whatever stream it may be. Like just now, one of our friends, he said he's doing his BTech in mechanical engineering. So there we talk about CAD CAM, but when we talk about CAD CAM, you need to buy the license for them, isn't it? But if you have strong engineering background, I mean mathematical background in engineering, then you can come up with your own libraries. Now, to come up with your own libraries, you need to know what's the syntax of Python and how to write the code, how you can develop your own library. And one more interesting thing is that if you come up with your own library, actually you may have patent for it, and whoever they are using, they will pay for you as well. Okay. I'm using 40-minute Zoom session, so we will be ending this with the 10 minutes. So we'll continue after, if it shuts off. So please log in again so that we can have a discussion on question answers. Okay. So still we have 9 minutes. I think I can continue. Can you hear me, all of you? Is my voice clear?
Sure.
All right. Thank you very much. Yes. Yes. Now, what are the features of Python? Actually, Python combines the power of general. If you have done C or C++, there, if you want to add two numbers, you need to write the whole program with main function. Then you need to declare variables, isn't it? Then after declaring variables, you need to ask the user to enter the blah, 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 isn't it? So if you want to add 2 + 3, you need to write a code of like 10 lines, isn't it? But when we talk about Python, no need to write the whole code. You can just say 2 + 3 and you get the result for it. Okay, so that's what the easiness we have in Python. Then the next thing is Python has libraries, as I said to you, for data loading, data visualization, and for statistical analysis, for natural language processing, for image processing, and many more, as I said to you. So we have vast toolbox, and what we call Python, it supports for mobile apps, data analysis, for testing, for hacking. It's actually, it's a tool that is now needed for everyone, irrespective of your domain expertise. And last but not least, you can see here, it has a huge open source community where you have a lot of people providing you with ready-made libraries, and you just need to know how to use those libraries and what are the libraries that are required in your profession or in your domain where you're working, right? So these are the features of Python. Now, future job openings, actually, you can visit this Analytics Insight website where it shows, this is a projection of jobs if you learn Python, isn't it? In 2020, they said around 62,793. In 21, we have around 72,337 jobs. And as you can see, the projection until 2025, it's a huge requirement, actually. You have a lot of job openings with Python. So you have a lot of scope, but bear in mind that you just attend this course, you don't put effort, don't think that you're going to get a job. So I'm sorry to say, you need to put your efforts. It's not just you come to this course and at the end of the course you get a job. No, you need to put a lot of efforts here. I mean, we try to facilitate you in whatever manner we can. So most of the time, students, they think that if we learn this course, we get a job, isn't it? No, it's not like that. To get a job, you need to equip yourself with many other skills, right? And the first and the foremost skill that I said in advance, that is, you need to have strong problem solving skills. Okay, so we are living in an era where skills are awarded as well as rewarded, so we need to harness our skills. So that point, please keep it in mind, because at the end of the day, you may think that our sir said we will get a job at the end of this course, but we did course, we didn't get a job. So that kind of question and dilemma you may have. So I mean, at the beginning, I'm saying you join this course and you follow us, and you follow whatever the assignments that which we give you and projects you do, then only you're going to harness your skills and you have a demand in the market. Just sitting in the class without doing anything, that will not help you out. Please let me be frank here, right? Okay. Now the next thing that we have here is job types we have, isn't it? You can become a Python software engineer, Python developer, research analyst, a data analyst, data scientist, software developer. Okay, just to put before you, the other day I was attending a seminar on data scientists. Okay, so there one of the professor, he was saying that nowadays we see people, they are joining as data scientists, they are just using, they just know how to use the existing algorithms, but they are unable to understand the mathematical foundation that is working in the background. So we have a problem there, because if you use the existing libraries, you may give the solution for the problems that have been known till that time. But that professor, he was saying that we have problems now which actually need solutions, and you are going to become a solution architect. So to do that, you need to have a strong analytical skills and so on. So what I'm trying to say is that, so there's a strong, I mean, a great demand, but the thing is, at the same time, we need to equip ourselves with what is required for the market. Right. Okay. So yeah, that's it I have. So if you have any queries now, you can. Yes. Yes, please. Thank you very much for hearing. So after 5 minutes, I think this session is going to close. So later on, you can join with the same link so that we can continue our discussion. Still, we have 5 minutes. So yes, please.
I think it would be better if we can join